Hello Libra, Sun, Rising, and Venus, and welcome to your reading. So Libra, today we're going to go over your energy as well as your person's energy. We're going to see how the both of you are currently viewing this relationship and how you guys feel about it and what actions you guys plan on taking each other's direction and are moving forward. So with all that being said, Libra, let's get started. How does Libra currently view this relationship? All right, Libra, let's see what's going on. So we do have the Page of Swords, we do have the Six of Wands, and then we also have the Lovers out here. Okay, the bottom of the deck, we do have the Tower to the Six of Pentacles. We also have the Three of Pentacles, and then we also have the Ace of Pentacles. Okay, I like this so far, dude. Okay, so in regards to how you're currently viewing this relationship, it kind of looks like you met somebody unexpectedly. So this person could have entered your life during a time where you weren't necessarily looking, for love, especially because it looks like you went through like a massive tower moment. So this tower could represent a breakup, it could represent a divorce, it could represent, something that was in your life that just simply went south. So it could have been like a situationship for some of you out there. That's definitely a possibility, of course, but nonetheless, it just kind of looks like there was a tower moment that you went through, and after that tower moment, it just kind of looks like love just wasn't your main focus and or priority. It kind of looks like your career actually was your main focus / priority, or your business if you have one, or yourself or your education, things of that nature. But it kind of looks like somebody randomly decided to show up for you. Whoever this person is, it's definitely somebody who was able to capture your complete undivided attention. So I'm definitely getting that this is somebody that you're very physically attracted to. This is somebody who does have a lot of qualities that you're essentially looking for within a person. Needless to say, it just kind of looks like you really do like this person that you currently find yourself connecting with. I also feel like this relationship, it does bring some like excitement, into your life, especially after this tower moment. Not to say that whatever it is that you were prioritizing or focusing on wasn't, bringing any sort of excitement into your life. I just kind of feel like this connection just kind of amplifies the excitement that you were probably feeling prior to essentially meeting this person. Maybe you were really excited to go back to school or start that business you've always wanted to start, or maybe you're somebody who really does love, your career. That's a possibility. But I don't know, I just kind of feel like this relationship is just bringing in an extra layer of excitement into your life, which I like, to be completely honest. All right, how does this person currently view this relationship? Oh, here we go. Okay, so we did get the tower. And we do have the devil out here. So for those of you who don't know this, the devil is linked to the tower, okay? So going back to what I said about this tower, this could represent a divorce, this could represent a breakup, this could represent a situationship that possibly went left. And the fact that we do have the devil out here, that's kind of telling me that we're basically picking up on this person that you experience this tower moment with, not necessarily this new person that you currently find yourself connecting with. So I am gonna look into this new person a little bit more, because I would like to know a little bit more about this person and things of that nature. And I'm sure you would love to know a little bit more about this person as well, because it kind of looks like you're very determined, dude, to like leave the past in the past, and just kind of focus, I would say, on your relationship with this new person that you find yourself connecting with. So let's just break this energy down, shall we? And let's just keep it moving. So in regards to how this person's currently viewing this relationship with you, it kind of looks like when this relationship between the two of you came to an end, they've had a very difficult time adjusting and adapting to life without you in it. With the Six of Cups coming out here, that's kind of telling me that you guys were dealing with one another for a long period of time. And because of that, I feel like this person has had a very hard time adjusting and adapting to life without you in it. Another thing that I want to kind of throw out there, I feel like the main reason why you're adjusting to life without this person in it so well is because you more than likely grieve the loss of this person before you actually lost them, or before the relationship actually came to an end, or the marriage, right, between the two of you actually came to an end. So I feel like this is kind of why you're just doing 10 times better when it comes down to like processing this ending, this divorce, things of that nature. But the struggle is real, to say the least. You know, the struggle is real when it comes down to them adjusting and adapting to life without you in it. There's also a lot of anger and resentment that this person has, you know, towards you. And for whatever odd reason, I'm kind of curious as to why there's so much anger and resentment that this person has, you know, towards you. There goes the Tower. Every time you see, it's just like a little trick, you know, especially for those of you who do tarot. Every time you see the Tower, you're going to eventually get the Devil. You know, these two cards go hand in hand. But anyways, it's just a little trick, you know? All right, let's do this. Let's look at the Devil, shall we? Okay. Okay. All right. Well, the main reason why this person does have a lot of anger, you know, and resentment towards you, because of what I'm getting strongly, is this. If this relationship and our marriage, you know, were to essentially come to an end, which it kind of looks like it already did, they would have preferred for it to be on their terms, not necessarily yours, okay? It is primarily what I'm getting, because this person would have, you know, much rather it be on their terms instead of your terms, so that way they would have been far more prepared. It kind of looks like this divorce and or ending that transpired between the two of you happened during a time where they weren't necessarily prepared, okay? So the fact that you walked away from this relationship, and they weren't necessarily prepared for all of that, you know, does have this person sitting in a boatload of resentment towards you, hence why they would have rather preferred this relationship ended, or this marriage ended, when they were essentially prepared for it, when they were essentially ready for it, not when you were prepared for it or you were essentially ready for it. Let's keep going. How does Libra feel? Okay, let's see what we got here. All right, we got the Queen of Wands. Okay, we got the Ace of Swords, and then we also have the Ten of Swords out here. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Queen of Pentacles, and then we also have the Three of Wands. You know, when it comes down to this past situation that you were in, you started this relationship off with them as a Queen of Pentacles, and it looks like you ended this relationship harnessing Queen of Wands like energy. That's, you know, that's kind of telling me, my friend, that throughout the course of, you know, your relationship, you know, with this person, you had to, not that you had to, but you definitely, you know, endured a whole lot being with this person. There's levels to this. We have the Queen of Wands that comes out first. We have the Queen of Swords that follows, and we hit Queen of Cups status, and then Queen of Pentacles status. You started your relationship off with this person to the right of me as a Queen of Pentacles like energy. In other words, you were basically giving this person your all. You were basically putting your best foot forward when it came down to this person. But then as you started to experience things that you didn't necessarily deserve to go through while being in this dynamic with them, you started to lose respect for them. You started to lose love for them. Once you hit Queen of Swords status, throughout the course of your involvement with this person, you started to really look at your situation with this person from a logical standpoint, not necessarily from an emotional one. And when you got to this point, that's when you really started to kind of look at this person and really ask yourself those tough questions. Why in the heck am I with this person? They treat me like this, they treat me like that, they do this to me, they do that to me. I don't understand. Like, why am I with this person, right? But even though you were asking yourself those difficult questions, you still found yourself remaining with them either which way, until everything just kind of like clicked for you one day. And you're just like, oh, wait. No. See, this is the thing. I know my value. I know my worth. I know I don't deserve this. I know I don't deserve that. And that's when you found the strength and the courage within yourself to get up and walk away from this person. So that's basically what happened. Okay, now tell me more about the Lovers. Okay. Ooh. Okay. Okay. Now, this kind of boils down to like your own personal preferences, you know, so, but I'm going to basically talk about this person that you currently find yourself connecting with, okay? Some of you may like this stuff about them and some of you may not, okay? So your person is showing up as an Emperor. So this could basically imply that this person's older than you. This could imply that this person has more life experience than you. This could definitely also represent somebody who's successful, somebody who runs a business or owns their own business. They might even own multiple businesses. Overall, this could definitely represent somebody who is extremely successful and well off, okay? This person might have Taurus within their chart. That's a possibility. And the reason why I say that is because this person is kind of coming across as somebody who who is very possessive as well as territorial. Like, this is that type of person that if they were to, like, no, if they were to, I don't know, like if this person were to see like another guy trying to hit on you, this is that type of person that will go as far as to confront that person that's trying to like hit on you and be like, yo, back the fuck off. You know what I mean? Like, they're the confrontational type. I am definitely getting that. Some of you may like that stuff, some of you may not, but that's just, you know, certain qualities, I guess, that this person carries, you know, with them. I mean, they are, yeah, this one over here is definitely the confrontation. Like this one doesn't have any like hair on their tongue, if you will. They truly do not, okay? Or this could be a woman. You know, keep that in mind, that this could totally be a woman that, you know, you currently find yourself connecting with. You know, nothing's gender specific here. We all have masculine and feminine energy within us, so don't get caught up in the gender, because just because this person is showing up as an emperor doesn't necessarily make them a dude, although they could be a dude. You know what I mean? But yeah, this one over here, they don't have any sort of hair on their tongue. They just say whatever, you know, comes to their mind. Very possessive, very territorial. And that's exactly how this human's going to essentially be with you. So like I said, you may like that stuff about them. You may not. You may not. How does Libra feel about this new person? Okay. Okay, we got the King of Cups. We got the, okay. I'm trying to like picture this person in my brain real quick. They keep showing up as an emperor, so that's kind of telling me that when this person's like, you know, out and about and stuff like that, they carry themselves as, you know, an emperor. But I feel like this person, like, let's just say, like, hypothetically speaking, right, it's just the two of you guys at home hanging out and stuff like that. Like, I feel like this person tends to show you like their softer side, but I feel like when this person's out and about, they kind of like just, I don't know, like they just kind of walk around like they're a macho man or like a macho woman or something like that. Like, I am definitely getting that. But either which way, in regards to how you're currently feeling about this person, it does appear to me that, you know, you do see a lot of potential, you know, between the two of you. I mean, this is somebody that you can see yourself being in a committed relationship with, possibly even getting married to one day. But yeah, I think that you really, really do like, you know, this person. I'm getting that. I think that you really, really do like this person. You really do see a lot of potential with them. Okay. Cool. I like it. How does this person feel to the right of me? All right. What do we got? Ooh. Okay. Well, we have the Three of Pentacles. We got the Star. And then we also have the Five of Wands. Okay. So this to me just kind of feels like, you know, an energy of them just kind of experiencing like one blow to the ego after another blow to the ego. So, you know, going back to what I initially said about this person, how, you know, they have so much anger and resentment towards you because you ended the relationship when they weren't essentially ready for you to end the relationship, or they're primarily upset because you ended this relationship when they wanted to be the one to be the one to, when they wanted to be the one to be the one, oh my God, when they wanted to be the one to end the relationship, not you. Like, they wanted this relationship to end on their terms, not on your terms. So that was like one shot to their ego. So here's like the other shot to this person's ego. The fact that you are literally moving forward and moving on with your life and dating somebody else, seeing someone else, getting to know someone else, really does piss this person off. Again, this is like another blow, I would say, to this person's ego. And they're really, really angry and really upset because of it. You know, I think another reason why they're really angry and I'm really upset is because they thought that, okay, like maybe, just maybe, like you guys were going to like eventually work things out with one another and get back together and, you know, things like that. But it kind of looks like that's not happening because you truly are moving forward and moving on with your life. And in some way, shape, or form, they are finding out about it. And that could be because they're hearing it directly, you know, from you, or they're hearing it through like a mutual friend, or they're seeing it on social media, whatever the case may be. Man, for this to come out in the center and that to come out in the center, it's pretty bad. I think it's safe to say that this person's very pissed off at you. What actions will Libra take towards this person or moving forward? Okay. Okay. All right. So in regards to how you plan on moving forward, the likelihood of this dynamic between you and this fairly new person reaching higher levels of commitment is very, very likely to occur between the two of you. I think that this is somebody who brings a lot of happiness and joy into your life. This is somebody who makes you feel safe. This is somebody who makes you feel secure. This is somebody that you feel like you can go off and build and establish a life with and possibly even get married to one day, because that Four of Wands came out and we also have the Hierophant, and those two cards represent marriage. So, I mean, yeah, this is probably somebody that you can foresee yourself totally, spending the rest of your life with and getting married to. I just kind of feel like you're happy. More of the story, dude. I feel like you're happy, and I think that you totally deserve it. I mean, considering the fact that you started this relationship off as a Queen of Pentacles and you ended the relationship harnessing Queen of Wands like energy, I mean, that's kind of telling me that you endured a lot dealing with this person. You forgave this person for a lot. You fought as hard as you could, you know what I mean, to keep this relationship between the two of you intact and afloat. And even then, that just simply wasn't working either. Like, I think that you went through a lot of pain and suffering, and the fact that you met somebody who makes you feel safe, who makes you feel seen, who makes you feel heard, wanted, desired, all of that stuff. I just kind of feel like you're extremely happy because now it's your turn, you know what I mean, to be happy. So all of this pain and suffering that you went through with this person, although you didn't necessarily, like it, during, the whole, marriage and a relationship, I think that you're kind of putting a positive twist to this entire situation. So you could possibly be telling yourself, you know what, yeah, I went through what I went through with this person, but you know what, looking back at it, I'm kind of glad I went through what I went through. I learned a lot, and it brought me to this person, you know what I mean? So it just kind of, feels like for a while, dude, you were like the one that was constantly getting like the shitty end of the stick, man, being with this person, from your past for as long as you were with them. And now it's your turn, you know what I mean, to finally be happy. I just kind of feel like throughout the course of you guys' relationship with one another, you were the one constantly, experiencing disappointment after disappointment, letdown after letdown, heartache after heartache, pain after pain, and this person was just sitting there just chilling, you know what I mean, just chilling. Yeah, they probably even went as far as to have like a mentality of, nah, Libra's never gonna go anywhere, they're never gonna leave me, so I can do whatever the fuck I want in this relationship. Yeah, maybe. But it kind of looks like now it's your turn to be happy, and it kind of looks like they're pretty pissed off because of it. We have the Seven of Wands, we got the Judgment card, and then we also have the Chariot out here. Okay. Okay. At the bottom of the deck, we do have the Knight of Cups. We got the Hermit, and then we also have the Knight of Wands out here. Okay. All right. In regards to how this person plans on I kind of feel bad for this person though. But in regards to how this person plans on moving forward, because this person sees you moving forward and moving on with, your life, and even though it does freaking piss them the hell off, they're very determined to move forward and move on with theirs. Now, I do see this person talking to somebody. I do see this person talking to somebody else, okay? However, I don't know why I feel bad for this other individual. Like, I don't even know why I feel bad for this other individual. Because there's no cards that are insinuating why I should feel bad for this person that they're getting involved with. But I don't know why I feel bad. I don't know why. Why do I feel bad? Why do I feel bad? Tell me more about this connection between these two. Why the hell do I feel bad? Okay, so we have the Three of Cups, the Ten of Cups, and then we also have the Magician to the Two of Pentacles. Then we have the... They're wasting their time. They're wasting their time. They're wasting their time. Let's get into it. So the reason why I feel bad for this person that they're getting involved with is because of this. This person that they're getting involved with is going to want to essentially pursue a relationship with this person that you used to essentially deal with. That's not the bad part. The bad part is that the feeling is not essentially mutual, primarily because this person's keeping the door cracked open for you, okay? And this is why I feel like this person is basically wasting their time. The primary reason why this person's keeping the door cracked open for you is because they're really hoping that shit goes south between you and whoever this person is that you're connecting with, and they'll be able to essentially have you back. It's kind of like the song, what's his name? It's by Joe. It's called So I Can Have You Back. And in the song, and don't quote me on this because it's been years since I've heard this song, but God, he says something along the lines of like, I hope he makes the biggest mistake that makes your heart break, or something along those lines. I don't know. It's something like that. Like, in other words, in the song, the guy's like, I hope this guy messes up so that way I could basically have you back. Moral of the story, that's not exactly what he says, but it's something along those lines. That's what I'm saying. Don't quote me on it. It's been years since I've heard that song. It's an old R&B song. But anyways, they're wasting their time. They're wasting their time by keeping the door cracked open, you know, for you, because you ain't walking through it. You know what I mean? You're not going to walk through that door. You're not. And I can tell that that's what this person wants, but it's not going to happen. Okay. So the reason why the feeling is not essentially mutual, is because if this was Burger King have it their way, they would much rather pursue a relationship with you and settle down with you and get married to you and start a family with you than to do that with absolutely anybody else. Which is, I mean, I get that, but it just kind of looks like that's not going to happen. And it's really unfortunate for this person that they're connecting with, because nothing's holding this person back, from pursuing and establishing a life with them. But there's a whole lot holding this person from your past back, which is basically them still essentially wanting you and what they once upon a time had with you. I'm also getting that it's not the same. It's not the same. It's not the same. There's something about this relationship with this other individual that they perceive to be what's the word that I'm looking for? They're like sometimes this relationship with this new person feels forced. Sometimes this new relationship with this new person feels awkward. They tend to experience a lot of if I could talk today. Sometimes they tend to experience a lot of just awkward silence is kind of what I'm getting. I'm also getting that too. It's like they run out of things to say to them sometimes, or speak to them about sometimes. I mean, it's definitely different, I would say, from this relationship that we see you in. It's very, very different. I mean, like, you and this person are like peanut butter and jelly. Like, y'all just go together. You know what I mean? Like, y'all just make sense together. You know what I mean? You guys may have never experienced a moment with one another where things were like awkward, or there was like an awkward silence, you know what I mean, between the two of y'all, or you ran out of like things to talk to this person about, vice versa, or you ran out of things to say, vice versa, but this new relationship, and by the way, your relationship with this person doesn't even feel forced whatsoever. You guys are like peanut butter and jelly, it's like the zipper connection, like y'all just go together, you know what I mean? But them and this other individual, I think it is that I think that these two are like polar opposites, you know what I mean? Like, what your past person likes to do for fun, they don't really like to do for fun. Like, I think that they have their differences, but even though they have their differences, it looks like this person still, wants to pursue them and a life with them. I just kind of feel like, and I get the struggle, I would say, on this person's behalf, because to go from dealing with somebody that you're so compatible with, that you mesh so well with, to somebody that's kind of like the complete opposite of you, like that's kind of hard. You know what I mean? That's kind of hard. Yeah, that's kind of hard now that I think about it. But I mean, this whole them keeping the door cracked open for you, in my personal opinion, I do believe it is a complete and utter waste of time because it's never going to happen. And I think that this person should not put their happiness, you know, on hold. You know, for you or anybody, let's just be honest, for you or anybody, because you're moving on with your life. And I think that it's time that this person should do the exact same thing, you know? You know what I mean, Jelly Bean? But yeah, that's what I have for you. Hopefully the reading helped. Hopefully it resonated. And I will see you guys in your next reading.